Ugalde. And Ugalde, the sack leader for the Eagles, gets his first on the night, just missed one earlier.
3-yard loss on the play, 7-13.
So Andy Ugalde, 6'2", 195-pound senior. There's the give to Smith. Mario to the right side, penalty flag on the field. Mario's cutting it back, and a nice open field tackle. Levi Stillman squaring him up. This one's coming back though, folks. Levi Stillman putting his nose in there on Mario, squaring him up. That's how you play defense. Levi Stillman, 5'8", 120-pound junior. There's not a lot of 120-pounders that are going to stick their nose in and make a tackle like that. Boy, that's a big penalty against the Mustangs. It's going to set up 2nd and 26. We weren't sure if Mario was just going to be a decoy here in the 4th, but they gave it to him on that one. They pitch. Mario's going to try and throw it. Mario throwing it up for grabs. Oh, and there's contact. Gutierrez with the pass interference, pass intended for Jordan Walden. Mario Smith with a decent pass. Remember though, high school football, it's not a spot of the foul penalty. That's actually an excellent play by Gutierrez. Give up the 10 yards instead of a 30-yard potentially or more on the play. So Gutierrez, and it's now 1st and 10. It's an automatic first down. Ten-yard penalty, but it's an automatic first down. 9:37 left to go in the 4th. Smith, nowhere to go. Magagne there first, and then a whole host of Ozzy's Eagle buddies, including Alex Rodriguez, Kevin Peters, and Alipa Peters. And I'll tell you what, at 6'3", 275, Alipa's going to look to pile on any chance he can when Mario's going down. Big drive here in the ball game for the Mustangs, trailing by 7. Mario Smith, fumble, picked up by Ozzy Magagne. Ozzy the kamikaze, touchdown, Eagles! Excessive celebration penalty comes in, but I'll tell you what, the Eagles can live with that one. And that's the risk you run with an injured running back. Point of contact. Mario Smith gives it up. Ozzy Magagne picks it up. Takes it 25 yards to the house.
That was Smith, right?
Mario Smith with his 2nd fumble of the football game, but you cannot fault the young man right there, folks. And boy, he is just pounding on his pads. He is not happy with himself. And I think that's it. I think Mario's being told by the training staff that your night is done. And that's a good point here in the booth, as I'll tell you what, that is a potential fatal blow when it comes time for CIF playoffs for the Costa Mesa Mustangs. Ozzie Magana, the senior, with the touchdown on the fumble recovery. You won't find a nicer young man on either campus than Ozzie Magana. I told you earlier, he might be the future mayor of this city, and we've got a couple Mustangs on the sideline mixing it up a little bit. Christian Contreras trying to settle down his teammate. Not sure who that was, but frustration starting to get the better of the Mustangs here. Down 14 with 8:45, and the home run hitter is on the bench again with the shoulder pads off, this time probably for the last time. The Eagles stretch the lead out. To 14. So here in the second half, it was Robert Murtha with an 84-yard touchdown run and Ozzie Magana with a 25-yard fumble return. The only scoring in the second half. The 2011 Battle of the Bell. And it's amazing what this game has developed into here in this Costa Mesa community. It is not just a football game anymore. This is one of the community events of the year. A great day of activities here with the memorial service for Jim Scott Sr. earlier, a big Costa Mesa Estancia tailgate party, and then this Battle of the Bell matchup. Both teams undefeated in league. Jam-packed Jim Scott Stadium. And to see what these two football teams have developed into in the past 5 years or so. Beautiful facility here on campus at Estancia, shared by both teams. Both teams on their respective campuses with outstanding new weight room facilities. Pop Warner program feeding a lot of players into the program. Pass is knocked down by A-Rod, intended for Jordan Walden. Coach Mike Vargas is in his 5th year at the helm at Estancia. Coach Vargas, a Newport Harbor High School graduate, played offensive tackle, moved on to OCC, where he played offensive line at OCC, and Coach Vargas cut his coaching chops over at Newport Harbor with Coach Jeff Brinkley. Justin Smith on the carry. Does not even get back to the line of scrimmage. So Vargas, born and raised in Costa Mesa, attended Newport Harbor High School. Coach Wally Grant at Costa Mesa, a Costa Mesa graduate. So a couple of hometown boys at the helm of these respective programs. A lot of pride being instilled into these football programs. The community's behind them. And better days are ahead for both teams. Alvis in the flat, intended for Walden. And it's going to be a quick 3 and out for the Mustangs with 7:50 left to go. Down by 14. They're not going to go for it here. No punter on the field. And here comes Oliver Ferris, the sophomore. And now Gutierrez will get back deep for Estancia. Estancia better be careful it doesn't hit him. And now they get out of the way. They'll let that ball roll down to the 33. And the Estancia Eagles, with 7:37 to go in the ball game, a 2-touchdown lead. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, and it's going to be Robert Murtha featured here the rest of this ball game. Alex Troncoso, the backup tailback, no carries on the evening. Pitch back to Murtha. Murtha, nowhere to go, and we got a penalty flag coming in. That'll be a holding call against the Eagles. So a lot of penalties in this ball game for both teams, some crucial. So for the Eagles, they start 3 seniors up front, but then it's 2 juniors, and with Murtha and Wilson, Levi Stillman, and Ben Beck, they got a lot of underclassmen, and surprisingly, they throw the ball there. That'll stop the clock. They lose a lot of beef up front, but underclassmen at the skilled position, so Estancia gonna be a favorite heading into the league next year as well. If they can close this one out tonight, that'll be back-to-back undefeated league titles. Bunch formation to the right. Wilson rolling right. He's going to run it. Here comes Crenshaw. He can't get there. And Wilson runs out of bounds at the 36. Maybe out to the 38. Aronde Crenshaw was bringing it. Took a bad angle. Crenshaw wishes he would have had a different angle on that because he was going to light up Brad Wilson. That brings up a manageable 3rd and a long 5 for the Eagles. Wilson picks up 15, and that makes this 3rd down manageable. Inside handoff to Murtha. Robert Murtha dragging. Picks up 4. Charles Menken on the tackle. And Charles holding on for dear life, waiting for some help. And Murtha with the leg drive. And now Estancia is going to go for it here on 4th and 1. They bring in the Peters boys. Goal line offense. Alipa, Peters, and Kevin Peters, dual fullbacks, and it's Wilson on the quarterback sneak, getting a nice push from behind. Penalty flag coming in from behind. Want to see what the call is here. And that, I don't know what the actual call is, but they're going to say that the offensive lineman pushed him forward. You know, that penalty is no longer called in the NFL. I guess it's still called in high school. I'm ashamed to say I don't know what the actual call is, but I looked next to me, and Mike Decker, the PA announcer, was looking at his cheat sheet to see what that call was for. I know they called the Peters brothers for assisting on that. Fair catch signaled for by Jordan Walden. So that's the Bush push for the Eagles. They get called. The USC faithful will be happy that Reggie Bush did not get, or the Matt Leinart didn't get called on the Bush push. So it's Costa Mesa football, 6:17 left to go. This game now resting squarely on the left arm of senior quarterback Nathan Alvis. Mario Smith done for the evening. They've taken his pads from him. You know they're going to the air now. Walden in the flat, knocked down by Colby Costi. Nice play by Colby Costi. Mustangs like to roll Nathan Alvis out to the left. We have seen him throw across his body, rolling to the right, but always with the left-handed quarterback, you want to get him out to the left side. Two touchdowns down. If Mario was still in the game, they could keep it on the ground occasionally, but right now you know they're going to throw the ball. And just as I say that, they give the ball to a Rondé Crenshaw. Rondé dragging 4 tacklers, and we got a late flag coming in. That's got to be against Estancia. Crenshaw, the sophomore, 6-yard carry, picking up 4 of those with defenders hanging all over him. Face mask, tack on 5 yards. The garden variety face mask, tack on 5. But the Mustangs are going to have to pick up yardage in bigger chunks than 6 plus 5. The handoff there to Crenshaw, just trying to keep the defense honest. Pass too strong, and Gutierrez has it go in and out of his hands. Milton Gutierrez, the free safety on that one. Playing deep. Deep cover 2 for the Eagles now, knowing that the Mesa Mustangs are going to look to throw the ball. Mesa's got great receivers in Walden and Curette, but it's going to be tough to get them open down the field when the Eagles know they're going to be throwing the football. Timeout on the field called by Coach Wally Grant. Coach Grant onto the field. Make sure his offense knows what he wants to do here on 2nd and 10. Like to take this opportunity once again to promote the Costa Mesa Minute, a new program coming to you out of Costa Mesa City Hall every Monday through Friday. A new show posted online every morning on the city's website, on the city's Facebook page. We also show it daily on Costa Mesa Television. The Costa Mesa Minute, if it happens in Costa Mesa, it's news to us. We're about 6 weeks into it. We've been doing football picks every Thursday. We have had a lot of fun. We had Steve Mensinger and Frank Albers on 2 weeks ago, and City CEO Tom Hatch on 3 weeks ago. And if you watched on Thursday, I stole a page out of Coach Lee Corso's handbook and wore the eagle head. And right now, I'm feeling pretty good about that prediction. Would love to see the Mustangs, though, get a score here, cut the lead to 7, and put this one back in doubt. Right now, Coach Mike Vargas on the visitor sideline in his home stadium, feeling pretty good about things right now. Alvis rolling to his right, coming back to this side. Crenshaw with a big block on Magagne. Crenshaw staying on his block. And that's going to get Nathan Alvis back to the original line of scrimmage. Actually, a couple yards short of that. Bring up third and a long 11, 3rd and 12. '45th version of the Battle of the Bell, started by Jim Scott Sr. This, the first Battle of the Bell since the passing of Jim Scott Sr. But I'll tell you what, we know he's looking down watching this one. Trace Curette trying to get out of bounds, dragged down by Sho Watanabe before he can get out of bounds. And now they'll wind the clock. 4th down, the Mustangs are forced to go for it now. We mentioned it earlier, a brand new Bell Trophy to be unveiled this evening, and it is a beautiful Bell Trophy. It lacks a little bit of the old school charm that the old Bell Trophy had, but it is a beautiful, beautiful trophy. Pass incomplete. Levi Stillman with the big hit. Pass intended for Jordan Walden. And with that, a silence comes over the crowd here on the Costa Mesa side of the field. We thought the Estancia Eagles would keep it on the ground every play last time they had the ball, and they inexplicably threw on 2nd down, incomplete, stopped the clock. They had to throw on 3rd down. Let's see what they do here. Flag before Deontay Haywood can get in on the action. Haywood, 6'1", 190-pound junior, finally gets his hands on the football, and the play is blown dead. Haywood with 3 touchdowns on the year, almost 7 yards per carry. And now would expect the Eagles to just go back to the boy. Nope, they give it same play back to Haywood, and Haywood's brought down at the line of scrimmage. And Robert Murtha's got to be wondering why he's not getting the football here these last couple drives. But the clock continues to run. Inside of 4:30 left to go in the ball game. Shotgun formation, Brad Wilson trips to the right. Inside handoff to Murtha. Murtha hops through the hole. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, brought down by Crenshaw and Mankin.
Check that, Murtha's the ball carrier. Crenshaw is the stop.
So the Mustang seniors starting to realize that this one is getting away from them. Not only getting away, is all but gotten away from them. Murtha in on the tackle is Christian Contreras and Ulysses Bam Bam Martinez. Martinez, a 5'5", 160-pound lineman. You gotta love to watch Bam Bam play football. So now the Mustangs will have to bounce back next week. They can feel bad about this loss for a day, maybe 2, and then it's back to work as they're gonna start CIF playoffs as Alex Troncoso gets his first carry of the ball game as the Noodle Tries to noodle his way for a first down. That'll turn the ball over to the Mustangs with 2:38 left to go. The Estancia Eagles looking to make it back-to-back, undefeated Orange Coast League titles. Not sure if these two teams have ever met on the final game of the season, both undefeated. Penalty flag again on the field. Holding will bring this one back. So the game was 14-14 at halftime. And then the big play, Robert Murtha in the open field, busting one off for 84 yards. And then the big play, the next biggest play was the Mario Smith fumble, not only knocking him out of the ball game, but also a fumble return for a touchdown as Ozzie Magana with the dagger.
Peters, first in for the Eagles.
Inside of 2 minutes left to go in this ball game. Costa Mesa Mustangs second and 20. Alvis got Walden down the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Jordan Walden. Milton Gutierrez broke on the ball. It got by him, and if Walden brings that in, he walks into the end zone. Tough catch right there with the defender crossing in front of his face. Maybe got a piece of it. But Walden's had a couple of opportunities this evening. And you got a feel for these Mustangs. They've battled this evening. The wounded warrior Mario Smith, and all of the Mustangs playing this one out. And for the seniors, they're going to have to show some leadership back in the locker room after this one. Like I said, you can feel bad about the defeat for less than 24 hours, and then you got to get back to work because CIF playoffs start next week, and whoever you're playing doesn't really care what happened in the city championship game. The Mustangs have the talent to make some progress in the playoffs, and we talked to Coach Mike Vargas earlier in the week, and Coach Vargas said he wanted to be practicing Thanksgiving week. That was his goal, to be practicing Thanksgiving week. That means they'll win their opening round playoff game and be practicing Thanksgiving week leading up to their second round playoff game, and it's something that the Eagles have not done in a long, long time as the Bell Trophy makes an appearance at the 40-yard line. 17 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Estancia Eagles will be your Orange Coast League champions, your city champions. And they will not only ring the bell, but they'll go to Newport Rib Company for a rib dinner. To the victor go the spoils. The Estancia Eagles by the final score of 28-14. 5 seconds left to go in the ball game. Count it down. Both teams will meet at midfield. So it's the Estancia Eagles by 14. We're going to take a break and come back with some post-game activities. Don't go anywhere, folks.
I'm Colin Coward on ESPN Radio, host of The Herd, and you're watching Costa Mesa Television.
Down here on the field with victorious coach Mike Vargas. Coach, great football game, but as I'm down here for this celebration, I don't know what's cooler, watching you guys ring the bell, the raw emotion, or having your players come over and tell you that they love you.
Well, I love them back. It's a reciprocating deal. You know, we put a lot of time, effort into for the opportunity to play 10 football games. Leave a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, not to sound stereotypical, but I'll tell you, we leave a lot of emotion out here, and you know, we don't get a chance to vent it that much, and thankfully for us, we've been able to be victorious. And like I said, I love my guys. Like I said, I've got 75, a family of 75 as opposed to my family of 5 there, and so it's just great to share these kinds of moments with these guys.
Back-to-back, undefeated, Orange Coast League titles. Tell me though, was this one a little more special because of the hype leading up to this game, both of you guys coming in undefeated?
You know, for me, no. To be honest with you, you know, we expect to win every football game, and we've been very, very lucky by the grace of God. You know, the chips laid down for us, and you know, it's a tough battle, but you know, we get our guys ready. I tell our kids we expect to win every football game. You know, I don't care who we're playing, and so it's, you know, they're starting to believe, and we did it. You know, like I said, I just consider myself really fortunate, really lucky.
14-14 at halftime. What'd you tell the guys at the break?
Nothing, just to stay focused. You know, the energy's there, the mojo's there, and so just not to blow our cool and stay focused. We did it a little bit, but the guys never wavered, and I told them 24 minutes to play the very best game you can, and then we kept it from there 12 minutes, and so the kids believed and they persevered. But focus is what we need to do, because I think we've got some good tools and the right chemistry, and like I said, just staying focused. You know, we always say it, I overplay, but stay the course. But the kids stayed the course tonight.
Okay, how long do you let the boys enjoy this before it's back to work with
Sunday? They get to enjoy and be happy till Sunday morning, till we find out who we get to play, and then we'll go to the drawing board Sunday afternoon and get ready for the first opponent.
All right, Coach, huge victory tonight. Here's to hoping you guys are practicing Thanksgiving week.
I told them that's my one selfish goal. I just want to be a head coach and practice on Thanksgiving morning. So we got to get through week 1, but that would be the pinnacle for me.
That's victorious coach Mike Vargas. We're going to go ahead and try and get some of our players of the game. It took some work, but I finally found our 3 Sonic players of the game. I've got Junior, Robert Murtha, Junior, Levi Stillman, and the senior, Ozzie Magana. Robert, let's start with you. Big night, over, I think, 280, but it was the big 84-yard touchdown run that really broke this game open.
Yes, sir. I just do whatever I can to help out my team, and if that means I get 2 yards, 4 yards, anything, I will do it. I can't do it without my linemen, Deontay, all the guys on line, Kingsley, Colby. I love them so much.